Hey guys, Coach Kamado here. Today I'm going to be taking you guys through some of my favorite lower body mobility exercises that I like to do to help us with our hip flexors, our adductors, and try to see if you can follow along. Let's go. So we're going to start with these exercises, right? We're going to be focused on knee drive, okay? This exercise, what you're going to need is very simple. You can do this exercises pretty much anywhere. You can do it at home as long as you have something to sit on, and then something to, like a dumbbell or a bag or something, you can put your leg underneath it to give it the leverage so that you don't fall over the bench. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit it's this way. So I'm going to take one leg, so my feet underneath that structure, and then my other feet is going to be over it. So the goal is to lean back, control, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 of those ones, and then once you do 8, you're going to switch side. Same thing, your other foot comes down underneath it, the one goes over it, and you're going to just hold it, bring that knee up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to do 8 on each leg. So that is going to be the knee drive, which is very, very good for hip mobility. Okay guys, so for our second exercise is for hip mobility. What I'm going to be doing is we're going to pretty much be using the same bench again, or anything that you can use that isn't too low or too high, right in the middle. So you can use a box if you have a box at home that can support your weight. I usually, because I'm at the gym, I've got a bench here that I like to use. There's also a box jump that we use for exercises that is very, very good too. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start, this is my starting position. I'm going to have my elbow onto the ground, and then I'm going to have my other feet up, so that way it's kind of like it's supported there. So I have my elbow supported, and the other feet that is closest to the ground going to be suspended. The goal is to pretty much have your rotate your hips out so that they're pointing straight, not this way, but rather that way so it's more horizontal, and kind of have your legs suspended, and then just hold it there. So you want to just put your weight on pretty much your leg that is on the bench, and then your elbow down, and just hold it as long as you can, and stay as straight as you can to the other side. So repeat the 15 seconds to the opposite side, and then do it maybe 2 sets of that. This is very, very good exercises to help open up your hip flexors and your adductors. So let me know how you guys go. Alright guys, we're pretty much our last exercise of the night. We're going to pretty much do our lateral lunges with half. Use the same bench that you have, or if you have the box, you can still use the box. You're pretty much going to start with one knee on the bench or on your box. You're going to step backwards into a lunge or a squat, and then back into your starting position. And try to, every time you step out, try to go for a nice deep squat, and then back. And then let's do 8 reps on each leg, and then 8 reps on opposite leg. And then try to do 4 sets of those ones total. So that we're doing 2 sets each. Try that and let me know how you guys feel.